Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Andy Danauta, and you are welcome to Timeout with Charlie and Andy. And I'm here once again with my beautiful wife,
Charlie Danauta. You're welcome.
Thank you very much. We promise today is going to be wonderful. We want to ask certain questions before we begin. Are you bored in that relationship? Is that marriage now getting drier and drier by the day? Do you sit down at home and you're not really expecting that man to come back, and neither are you waiting for him or anticipating? Is that rush that you used to feel before at the beginning of that relationship or marriage drying up? We have good news for you. This episode is for you, and we want to help you. Like we always say, this is a timeout. We are on your side. We want you to win. All right, guys? Now, we want to begin with this very simple. Relationship and marriages are work. Right, Charlie?
Very true.
They are work. Now, that one of the things that causes that dryness in relationship, that's what we want to cause. It is because both parties go to sleep. Both parties now actually disappear. I want to, before I hand over to Charlie, I want to say this very simple thing and kill the excuse that most men give out there, Charlie. Most people actually say this, or most men actually say this: well, I have to go out there and fend. I have to go out there and look for money to give. As good as that excuse sounds, but listen to me. When you were planning to get married and you said, I need a wife now, well, did you actually ask yourself that, well, let me go and look for somebody's daughter that I can fend for?
Seriously.
Who has ever thought about marriage like this, Charlie? Like, okay, I'm ready to marry. Let me just go and look for a wonderful, nice girl that I can fend for. I will disappear in the morning, appear midnight, and just for the goal of fending for her so that she can clap on me at the end of the day. So, if that wasn't your motive for getting married, why do you think, if that was not even the motive of you, that you found somebody that likes men that fend for them, that was not what you liked about that lady? So we're saying that cancel that excuse and get that relationship to work again, because it takes quite a number of work. We'll be sharing some things that we used to do and we still do, and in fact, Charlie, we've brushed up these things. I want you to give them a little, secret, Charlie. Some of the things that we used to do when we were single, how hard we work. We look very alive. We've had a lot of messages on our mails, on our numbers and all of that. People telling us, oh, you are model couples and all of that. We love you, and all of those things. We hope that all of you saying that we are your model couples, we hope that you're going to take this advice from us and make that relationship spicy, because God didn't just bless us, He has blessed you out there, and He wants that relationship to be great. Yes, Charlie?
Okay, ladies, I hope you're not thinking, I finally have gotten the man so I can rest. Because that's the ideology. You just feel, I have to work so hard, I have to keep up with looking good, I have to take my bath twice a day.
Right?
I have to take my bath twice a day with this very nice fragrance kind of soap. I have to smell good. And then finally, I just grab this guy and I'm married. Oh my God, my work is over. I'm resting. I've entered my rest. Well, marriage is not entering your rest.
You should accept me how...
The way I am, if he doesn't like me the way I am, forget it, he doesn't love me. He liked you when you were beaten twice, when you were smelling good, when you were well dressed, and now, all of a sudden, you are tired, you want to rest. There is nothing like rest. Marriage is work. Work from relationship, work in marriage. It is a continuous work. It's a journey. So it starts from the relationship into the marriage. There's no point where you say, I just want to relax. Have you ever told yourself, I want to relax on taking my bath. I want to just try and stay like that for 1 week. My God. 1 month. Or 1 month.
No beating.
If you are not relaxing on taking your bath, you should not relax on having fun. Are you complaining that your partner is boring? You are also boring. Because there's how you can stir up the atmosphere. He cannot help but to get excited and funny, and the more you keep doing, he begins to want to learn to do more to you too. Okay, let me share a little of our experiences with you. When we began dating, sometimes before I go to visit to see him, he goes online with data, so you see his work. His work, there's a price, there's selflessness, there's sacrifice. He downloads a lot of comedies. We love American comedies.
Stand-up comedies.
Yes, American stand-up comedies very well. So he noticed that I like that too, and he likes that too. So he goes and downloads a lot of it. And when I come, he says, I have so much for you. There was never a boring day with him.
Very true.
Because it was always exciting. So we sit down, we watch this comedy, and we laugh. Why wouldn't I want to come back again? Guess what? It didn't just stop in the relationship till now. Sometimes I just step out And before I return, once I'm coming in and he welcomes me with a hug, say, I have something for you. I downloaded something. Maybe later when we are relaxed and the kids are asleep, we'll just watch this and laugh. It kept happening that sometimes when I come to the house and we cannot watch comedy or any other thing, we play games. I introduce many other games. There are games I taught him how to play, and it was fun. Yes, it was educative and it was fun. So they were not just games that we just played anyhow. We had to crack our brain and work together, and it was so much fun. So if you're wondering why your conversations are becoming boring, why you're getting tired of even seeing each other, there's no spice. You just stop. Why did you stop doing? You have to keep doing. Walking. Continuous. Keep walking. Yes, Andy?
Thank you very much, Charlie, for that. The bottom line there is that we never stop walking. We started with walk. Beautiful relationships and beautiful marriages, guys, doesn't just come from wishes where I want my marriages to be like the one I see in Z World and the one I see in this, movies and all of that. It takes much work, and it comes from a mutual respect for each other. That I believe that while I'm working, to make this person happy, that other person too is making me, happy. I feel somebody is going to be watching this now and feeling, well, I've been trying, and then that person is not trying and everything like that. It should never stop you from trying. Your work in relationships or in marriage should not be dependent on the other person. You should have an obligation to work regardless of the other person's tempo in the relationship and all of that. Make sure that you take it upon yourself. I'm talking to guys out there that, listen to me, you've got to try something, all right? I speak in good tongues. Some of you see me on the pulpit, you will not believe this laughter you're seeing here. I mean, what I'm saying is that I'm spiritual. Quite a number of guys out there, Charlie, feel that they are spiritual, and so they can't laugh. They just do sign of the cross and say, look, sister, let's go to the book of Ezekiel and just read the entire of it and find a way we can get that screw. Let me tell you something. She will run for the next person. When she finally runs, is the book of Song of Solomon you'll be looking for to get her back. All right? That you've got to walk, brothers, no matter how spiritual you are. That remember, she's married somebody. I think ministers out there should get this. Once you're off the pulpit, you are no longer an apostle. You are a husband. She didn't marry an apostle. They didn't say, apostle, will you take this woman as no, they said this. They called me Andy on the day of my way. Andy, do you take this? My name. I have a personality. Then she loved that personality. She loved that person. She believed that that person can be related to and all of that. And so we're saying it is work. First, guys, you've got to know the things that she likes. When we were dating, I got to realize that she loves the comedies that I love, and she loves, there was something that Charlie loved, boiled eggs, just like that. I don't know who likes boiled eggs just like that. He just likes boiled eggs. So I will do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. And I got to realize that Charlie is super clean. I love being clean. I love my house super clean and neat and all of that. But when I met her, man, I saw neatness from another level. And so when she's coming, I will make sure everything in my house, from the sink, no grain of food on the sink in my kitchen. My fridge is clean, everywhere is clean. It is trying. Let me tell you something, guys. There's nothing wrong in trying to impress that woman. Anybody that tells you that, says, well, something is wrong, just be yourself. I've told people this. If yourself is stupid, please don't be yourself.
Oh my God.
If yourself is stupid, don't attempt to be yourself. Somebody say, well, I just like sitting with boxers. I like fresh air. That is being stupid. Don't be that, all right? Even after marriage, we have adjustment. We talked about adjustment, Charlie, right? There are certain traits that you inherited from your ancestors that are not right. Okay? Adjust it, for God's sake. The ladies too, you just sit down and say, they just finished cooking and all of those things. Like when we met, Charlie got to realize that I love intelligent conversations. I was very happy with her when I got to realize that she noticed that about me. I hate very non-educative conversations that has a way of reducing your IQ. I love conversations that are very intelligent and very deep. I love to increase my life. I love to sit down with people and sharpen myself. And so Charlie prepares ourselves from politics to government to church to marriage to relationship. We sit down and the conversations are always rich, and she has something to bring to the table and all of that. And so that really impressed me a lot. a lot. And so while she was trying to impress me, I was also trying to impress her. And please, couples, married couples, it doesn't just stop there. All right, it doesn't just stop in relationship. You can try to impress that person, surprise that person with an outing, surprise that person with her best drink or his best drink. Both parties must fight. That's what we're saying, guys, that we fought, together to impress each other. That's how we got here. Yes, Charlie, you have something to say.
Yeah, let me say something else.
All right.
This is for ladies. I like talking more about ladies because most times they'll say the guy is the one that's supposed to always make me laugh. He's always supposed to be there, do everything. No. It's partnership. You also have to learn. You have to be. You have to crack jokes sometimes. This is the reason why, like he mentioned, that you have to know what your partner likes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's so funny that sometimes it gets hard for other people to get him to laugh. I might just come and sometimes it's not really intentional to make him laugh. I just act and he's already seriously laughing. And right now it's so easy for me. I just know what to say, what to do, how to keep my face to get him to laugh. It might be difficult for another person. That's because I've come to know my partner. And guess what? It makes us more connected because he laughs so much at my jokes. Very little thing and he's already laughing.
He likes my jokes too.
Yes, he's so funny too. So very little thing, I'm already laughing. So you're wondering, he doesn't laugh anymore. He keeps his face always straight up and always formal. Well, you can try. There's something you are not yet tapping. There's someone inside who is willing to laugh. He wants to laugh. What kind of human being lives on this earth and doesn't want to laugh at all? You ought to, once a while, he wants to laugh. So you ought to find a way to get this person all laughing. And sometimes you say it's tiring. I have the children to take care of. I have the house to clean. I have the cooking to do. I have the laundry to do. Well, I do all of that and still get this man to laugh. So it is work. You have to create time. You have to set goals. You have to be very conscious of your partner's happiness. If you continue this way, your relationship will blossom. It will be beautiful every day, and your marriage too will last.
All right, guys. What we're saying basically is this: that both parties have to keep trying, no matter what. In the marriage, it takes work.
Yeah.
You've got to try. You've got to try, and then you've got to try again. We want to give out a challenge out there. Make that person laugh this week. Find out a joke. I've told you guys when we're dealing with personality, building great, and better personalities for more effective relationships. I said to you guys out there that if you are not the joke type, you can download jokes. There are 1,000,001 jokes out there. We can sit down and watch some funny videos together. We can sit down and watch a very good movie together. We can sit down and do activities, productive activities together. Psychologists have discovered that it brings the bonding together again. It shouldn't be just when intimacy exceeds. One of these days we'll talk about this, Charlie. Intimacy goes beyond just the bed, right? Whether you're single or you're married, there are better ways. There are other ways, rather, that you can effect that this is. So, guys, work. I want to challenge the men. Charlie's challenging the women.
Yeah.
It's a challenge. Some of you don't know the last time you made that woman laugh. Had a hard laugh. Make her laugh this week. Make her feel good again. Make her feel wanted again. It takes work. If this attempt we're asking you to attempt fails, try again. Then try again. Then try again. Your goal is to succeed and not to fail. So unless and until you succeed, don't stop. All right, guys.
True.
Pay money into this. We talked about money last week. Pay money, buy something, spend money for the sisters too, or for the wives to do something. If it takes you spending some few cash here and there like that, do that for that man and see how it works for you. But what we're saying is what you use to catch that man, or what that man used to catch you, that thing should not stop. All right, it should continue, keep developing it, and that marriage will work. All right, we love you so much, guys, and it's a wrap from Charlie and I.
Bye.
Bye. See you next week. Make sure you subscribe and share and join the conversation on Facebook. Time Up with Charlie and Nandi. God bless you. See you next week. Bye.
All right. Bye.